guys, what's up? Welcome to week 7 of my marathon training and another YouTube video. If you're new to my channel, the way I structure my marathon training is that I do my workout runs Mondays and Wednesdays, my long runs on Saturdays, and then my easy runs Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I also like to lift full body on Tuesdays and Sundays, and then I just lift upper body on Fridays so that I'm not dead for my long run on Saturday. So today we're doing a 4-mile workout run. I like to try and keep it between an 8 and an 8:15. Really, I use Mondays as a way to get a little bit of speed in without a structured track workout. So let's get into it. Workout is done. I actually held a really good pace. I think my average was 7:49, so a lot faster than I was planning on doing, but I actually felt really good. The legs had some really good pickup, so I was really happy with that. I'm gonna make some breakfast now, get some food in me, and then get ready for the day. I actually have an interview this morning at 9 a.m., so wish me luck. And then later on, I'm going to be posting last week's YouTube video. I have some meal prepping I have to do. Didn't end up doing it yesterday just because I had enough food to get me through yesterday. So I'll do all of that this morning. And then, yeah, just relaxing. Happy Monday. So this morning looks a little bit different for me. Normally Tuesday mornings I get up pretty early. I go right to the gym, get a good workout in, and then I'll come home, have breakfast, and then go for an easy run sometime in the later morning or early afternoon. However, I didn't get a great night's sleep last night. I woke up feeling pretty crappy. And normally on those mornings, I can still push through it. So I, put my workout clothes on. I came downstairs, made my pre-workout, thinking that those feelings would kind of subside. But still 10 minutes before I had to leave, I was feeling really bad, even after having a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of food. So I decided just to listen to my body this morning. I did get a little bit of extra sleep, which felt really great, and I feel a lot better. So instead of going to the gym this morning, just because normally by this point it's packed stupid and I don't want to deal with having to wait for machines, so I'm going to go for my easy run first and get that done. And then later this afternoon, I'm going to do a strength workout at home. I do have some dumbbells. I'm probably going to kind of focus more on core since I don't do a ton of ab and core workouts anyway. So that's kind of perfect for a home exercise day. But this week I wanted to take some time and actually talk about the importance of the easy run, especially since I do have an easy run today. If you're a newer runner, it's really easy to get caught up in wanting to go fast very quickly and jump in mileage and speed and kind of be at the level that a lot of already experienced runners are at. But it is important to realize that that takes a lot of time, and your easy runs are really important to help you build that speed. But for now, I'm going to finish my cup of coffee and then I'm going to hit the pavement for my easy run. Alrighty, before I get into the importance of the easy run, how do we even define an easy run? How do you even quantify it? What is your easy run versus my easy run? Well, let me tell you. In terms of quantifying your easy runs, one of the simplest and easiest ways to do that is to actually completely ignore your watch and to just go out and talk to yourself as you run. You may look like a crazy person, but I promise, if you're able to talk in complete sentences like this while you're running, you know you're running an easy pace. Alrighty, just got back from my 4 mile easy run. I was able to talk to myself the entire time, talk to you guys. So I know that was my easy pace. I felt very comfortable the entire time. I really do think that this is one of the easiest ways to gauge whether you're running easy or not. However, if you're a more data driven person and you like to see hard numbers, another way to quantify your easy runs is through heart rate training. So essentially, with heart rate training, you're looking at your heart rate zones, which range between a 1 and a 5 based on intensity of the running. And this is measured through your wearables, so like your watch or wearing a heart rate monitor. And it's essentially calculated based on your maximum heart rate during your activities and your resting heart rate. And I feel like I've seen this very big push and fad of heart rate training and the zone 2 run recently in the last year. So I know a lot of people swear by it and love it. I personally don't have a lot of experience with that, but that might be something worth trying, especially if you're a newer runner and it's harder to kind of gauge intuitively, like whether the run itself feels easy or not. The good thing about the wearables is that you can actually plug in certain heart rate zones and targets that you want to hit for certain runs. So if you have a Garmin, your Garmin will actually yell at you when you're out of that target range so that you know that you have to drop back down into it or pick it up a little bit to be in that easy target zone. I think if you are a little bit more of an experienced runner, I don't think you necessarily need heart rate training. You probably already have a good idea of intuitively what an easier run feels like. But it's not a bad idea to even pay attention to your heart rate zones and kind of see where you're at after your runs. And that leads me to the third metric that you can use to quantify your easy runs, and that is your pace. Now, most of the time you will hear people say that pace is very, very unreliable when you're talking about an easy run or a hard run, because there are so many external factors that dictate a hard versus an easy run, right? So whether you're running on a treadmill or running outside, whether you're running uphill the entire run or downhill, whether there's wind or humidity. So many factors can affect how you feel during a run. And that's really why pace isn't super reliable. But I do think it is still good to pay attention to during your easy runs. If you're an inexperienced runner, over time as you become more experienced, you'll start to notice a trend toward a specific pace range that you kind of hit most of the time during your easy runs, so that you can have that in the back of your head. I do not think that it is the forefront and should be the first thing that you're looking at and paying attention to when you're going out for an easy run, because like I said, there can be so many external factors that could really affect the perceived effort of the run. All right, so I'm doing something new and different tonight with two of my girlfriends. We are actually going to a silent reading event at a local cider mill here in Richmond. So I'm very excited. These two girlfriends are always, finding fun, local, unique things to do. And so I love tagging along and being a part of the adventure. So I just got a new book from the library, so we're going to read that. And I think we're making little bud faces too while we're there. So it's going to be cute. Let's go do it. Yeah, go for it. Is Workout Wednesday. We are doing 5 mile pickups this morning where I increase my pace over the 5 miles. So I'll start with an 8:30 and then progress down to a 7:30 by the last mile. This is a great workout for pushing at the end of your races. You're excited by the end of the race to finish it. You want to finish strong. And I feel like this workout really helps you to be able to do that. It's probably going to be a pretty tough run this morning. The humidity is really high. We're supposed to get some thunder showers later this morning. So that's going to be tough. And my neighborhood's just pretty hilly in general. So picking it up on those hills is always a nightmare. But I'm stronger because of it. I'm going to get it done. We're going to tackle it and it's going to be a good day. So let's go get this run done. All right, run is done. Really, really struggle up hills. I feel like I need to do more hill specific workouts. I might start incorporating that. But overall, I actually did pretty well in general. Besides the hills, I was able to keep it, right around the time I wanted to for each mile. So that was pretty good. So I ended up averaging out in the end Oh man, but yeah, the humidity is rough out there. I cannot wait for fall running. I cannot wait. Well, let's make some breakfast. So, since I just finished a harder workout, I figured this is the perfect place to start talking about the importance of the easy run. And one of the reasons why easy runs are so important is that they build an aerobic base and endurance. And this is what's going to get you through those harder workouts, support your longer runs, and make you an overall better runner. I know there's been a lot of talk on the internet over the past year about, the benefits of zone 2 running and how it makes you faster. And I do just kind of want to touch on that a little bit and say that I do agree generally that your easy runs do make you faster, but only when you're also incorporating your hard workouts. Because, like I mentioned, your easy runs are what builds your endurance, your strength, your aerobic capacity, so that you can perform better during your longer workouts and your faster workouts, so that over time you can get faster. Unfortunately, if you're just doing easy runs constantly or just a steady pace, if you're stuck in your comfort zone and not pushing yourself, you're not going to see much improvement. And on the flip side of that coin, I do want to debunk the myth that easy runs are just junk miles, because that is not true. Just because you're going out running an 11 or 12-minute mile, super slow, barely breaking a sweat, those easy miles are what's going to get you through the long runs. Those are the miles that build the endurance and actually support you when your legs get tired. The way I structure my easy runs into my weeks is I always do an easy run after my long runs, and I always do an easy run after a workout run. And honestly, this can be really tough because, you wake up after doing a 10-mile long run and you don't want to go for a run. Your legs are sore. You just want to take a rest day. But I push myself to do an easy run because that actually gets my legs ready to run on tired legs, because a marathon is a long distance. And a lot of people think of the marathon in terms of mileage, but a lot of people don't think about the time, right? Like, you're out there running for hours, like literally hours, which is wild. You have to be on your feet moving for that long. And those easy runs help prepare you for those tired legs. So while your workout runs give you the speed, your easy runs give you your endurance. So I've been experimenting a lot with my meals recently, way more so than I did in the past. Like, I've been switching it up, doing a lot more like complex bowls with a lot more ingredients, making my own sauces, which has been super fun. But this week, I think I just needed a little reset and just doing something super, super simple. So for lunch, I've just been having a little bit of chicken, broccoli, and sweet potatoes. Very basic, but still really good and really filling. So I have them all pre-portioned in these little to-go containers, just so easy. So I can just pull them out of the fridge and pop them right in the microwave. And sorry for my appearance, I'm like full on hobo right now. I had an interview this morning, so I was looking nice for that. And then after the interview, I just had this major letdown, when you're really stressed out about something and you hype yourself up for it, and then once it's done, you're just completely exhausted. That's exactly how I felt. So I just needed to get into some really comfy clothes and lay on the couch and decompress for a little bit. So, but now we're gonna eat. Alrighty, good morning everyone. Happy Thursday. So today is my rest day, and honestly my base goal is just to relax and recharge. Alex has actually been gone on a work trip for the past week, so I have not been sleeping very well being in the house alone. So I've been a little extra stressed. I had some more interviews this week, so a little bit more going on for me. So I'm just planning on really just taking it really easy today. So I took myself on a nice little walk to our local library this morning to pick up some new books. And then I went to Starbucks, got myself a little matcha. I actually had some rewards, so got it for free, which I love when that happens. Now I'm home just making myself a little mid-morning snack of some rice cakes peanut butter and banana. All right, guys, to make up for my super boring lunches, I am putting together a really, really great salmon plate with a bunch of color, a bunch of veggies. It is so good. And for anyone that has never tried pickled onions, they are so freaking incredible. Got our salmon. And for the piece de resistance, our cottage cheese dressing. I mean, come on, look at that. Look at all those colors. All right, what's up, guys? Good morning. It is Friday morning. So this week has been so weird. I know in my last video I literally talked about how I like to be very routine based and I like to keep everything the same week to week to keep me consistent and on track. But this week has been all over the freaking place. I am not in my normal routine, that's for sure, but that's okay. We're still getting everything done. So instead of gym and an easy 3 mile run today, we are actually doing our long run today. So I'm doing 10 miles. The first part of it will be pretty steady. And then towards the end, I'm going to try and pick it up and do like a little progression at the end. I'm actually going to visit my sister in Virginia Beach tomorrow. It's not a super long drive, but it's long enough to where it'd be hard to get a long run in before going to visit her. So just decided to switch it up and do the long run today. And then tomorrow morning before we leave, I'll just do a quick 3 mile shakeout run. But yeah, so we're going to get this done. I'm excited. I'm back at the trail that I was at for my 9 miler 2 weeks ago, and I had never run at this trail before then, and it's absolutely gorgeous. A lot of it's in the trees, there's a lot of wooden bridges, it's beautiful. So super excited to run this trail again. Really hoping that this run goes well. It's pretty humid and hot out already, but we're gonna get it done and it's gonna be a good run. Whew, all right. 10 miles is done. I'm not gonna lie, that was another not so great long run, which is kind of discouraging. My last 2 long runs haven't been that great. My pace was pretty good, but I just felt pretty low on energy like the entire time. I think a lot of it has to do with the heat and humidity because 2 weeks ago when I ran 9, it was so nice out. It was crazy. The weather was just perfect. And I think, weather can really affect how you feel during the run. But I'm glad I did it. Glad I got out here today. And being such a routine-based person, it's definitely harder for me to get out there when I know that it's not my normal long run day. So, I'm proud of myself for going against the routine and getting it done earlier this week so that I can enjoy tomorrow with my sister. I think I'm going to make some plans for next week's long run just to kind of try and make it a little bit easier on myself. I might try and get out a little bit earlier so that it's a little bit cooler, maybe a little bit darker so that the sun isn't like directly in my face the whole time. I think I'm also going to try and start eating a little bit more too, just to see if that helps too. So I think I'm going to start incorporating bagels into my morning long run routines instead of the rice cakes. We'll see how next week goes, but I'm glad I've got a plan. And, still proud of myself for getting it done today and doing it. We're going to drive home, make some breakfast, and then I get to pick up Alex later from the airport. So I'm so excited to finally be getting some good sleep, which reminds me, that's also probably why the run didn't go well either. I got like maybe 6 hours of sleep. Even though I went to bed early, I woke up a bunch and just felt really anxious. So I'm really excited for him to be home today so that I can finally sleep better and not be afraid to be alone. But let's get home to get some food. Alrighty, I am pooped after that long run. I am so tired, so I plan on relaxing the rest of the day and watching some Netflix, maybe making some popcorn. But I did want to talk a little bit about my own personal experience with running slower and taking my easy runs easy. So when I first started running, I did not take that advice. I pretty much tried to run fast every single run. And what ended up happening was that I was just running pretty much the same pace every single day, and I wasn't improving at all. And it really wasn't until I started running with some more experienced runners that really were taking their easy runs seriously that forced me to slow down with them, that I actually saw improvement. My times got faster. I was able to run longer. And this was really because with my easy runs, I was able to build up my endurance, my aerobic capacity, and I was able to recover enough to run my hard days hard. Like, honestly, it was pretty incredible, like, how quickly I saw improvement in myself once I did that, instead of just running the same pace all of the time. Because, like I mentioned, like anything, like, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to run your hard runs hard. But in order to be able to do that, you have to take your easy days easy. So yeah, so that's my personal experience with it. So I do take my easy days really seriously so that I can perform really well on my long run days and my workout days. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. So we are doing our easy 3-mile run this morning. It's 5:30. I don't know if you can see behind me. It's still pretty dark out, but want to get it done early before our beach day later. So let's do it. Alrighty, 3-mile run is done. Took it nice and easy this morning. Got to enjoy a beautiful sunrise. We saw some wildlife. We had 2 deer pass the road in front of us, a bunch of bats flying above us this morning. So it was really cool, and it's something I love about my easy runs too, is that I really get to slow down and enjoy the process a little bit more, and it just makes you appreciate your scenery more. But now, time to get ready for beach day. Happy Sunday, guys. It is the last day of the week and we are doing a 4-mile easy run. Got a good morning lift in and our grocery shopping already done for the day. So here's to checking off another box. Let's do it. All right, final run and last easy run of the week is complete. Easy runs may not look flashy on paper, but it's where all the growth happens. If you commit to them, I promise you'll see the difference on your hard days. If you've been struggling to slow down and take it easy, I hope this video helped you. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video.